And this is close to lunchtime, and you've been sitting for a long time, but I'm going to ask a favor this morning. If I say something you've already heard, act like you ain't heard it before. But we appreciate all of the preachers who have stood before us on this morning. Each of them has done a magnificent job in proclaiming the Word of God. My assigned text is found in Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 14, and my assigned subject is the breastplate of righteousness. The Bible is filled with word pictures.
Yes, it is.
That depict and describe what the child of God is all about. Amen. Word pictures. Paul on one occasion said that we ought to run this race. The Hebrew writer said we ought to run the race with patience. All right. The word picture is one of an athlete. We find terminology in the Bible like strangers and pilgrims. We are sojourning in a land that is not ours. Jesus used agricultural terms to talk about a sower sowing his seed. Paul used the same terminology when he talked about giving, the law of sowing and reaping. The word picture is a farmer. The Bible talks about saints in contrast to sinners. We are lights in a world of darkness. We are the salt of the earth. Word pictures. But in the 6th chapter of the book of Ephesians, the Apostle Paul uses military terminology to describe what the Christian is all about. In verse 10 he says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might." That's the energy that we use. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. That's the equipment that we wear. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. That's the enemy that we face. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand or withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. Paul is letting the church know that there is a war going on that we cannot escape. A war between good and evil. A war between truth and error. A war between right and wrong. A war between light and darkness. The truth is undeniable. The illustrations innumerable. There are some things that are priceless and worth fighting for. And I believe that the way of the Lord and the will of the Lord falls in that category. We are in a fight. We are in a battle. We are in a war, and the casualty list is growing every day.